Hi everybody, welcome back to the bunker. As always, I'm the Henchman Mechanic, and today we're going to continue on with a little adventure here with the unidentified amplifying object. Today we're going to address these circuit strips here. This one's in pretty bad condition. As you can see, there's a terminal missing here, and wow. At some point these anode resistors gave up the ghost in pretty spectacular fashion, so there's a good burn mark across here. It's charred pretty good. It's also broken. This just isn't going to work. So I'm going to replace these with custom-made fiberglass composite terminal strips. Most folks call them eyelet strips. They're going to be custom made for the application. I've already measured the terminal strips in both chassis and drawn that up in Vectric V-Carve. I'm not going to go through that. It's a little bit outside the scope. But let's head over to the CNC machine and we'll load these files up and get these strips cut. So this is my Shapeoko Pro CNC router from Carbide 3D, and I love this machine. This is a great machine. But what you're watching it do right now is some laser engraving. I'm putting a logo on the upper terminal strip where there's some vacant real estate. And this is a modification that I did to the machine. The manufacturer really doesn't like lasers being put on there, but you can see I put a diode laser on it, and then I set up this 80-watt CO2 gas laser that you see running here. And it is supposed to have air assist on it to blow that flame out. It's not supposed to have that flame on there like that, but you have to select the air assist on in light burn, and apparently I didn't do that, but I didn't realize it until it already started cutting. So I'm going to go ahead and let it run, let it cut. It looks like it's doing a pretty decent job even without the air assist on there. And we're going to go ahead and get the engraving done first because it's just easier to maintain the registration, getting the engraving done on one solid piece, and then I can pick that up, get everything reset, re-registered, and then Vectric V-Carve Pro will produce the cut file for all the little holes and cutting out the shapes to finalize these custom glass epoxy component strips. Okay, and now we get to see the Shapeoko Pro do what a Shapeoko Pro is supposed to do. You can see it's starting out, it's drilling all the little holes for the eyelets, and it didn't change its speed. I did. I sped the video up because you don't want to sit through the entire process of cutting these out in real time. But it's drilling all the eyelet holes first. It's going up that row. It's going to come back down the other row, get all those drilled, and then here in just a minute, it'll go around and actually cut the strips out. But if you look real close there, before the machine obscures it, you can see the little logo that got laser engraved in the previous step, and it's going to come over here in just a second. You'll be able to see that everything held register, everything stayed where it's supposed to stay, and the end of the wrench ended up right between two eyelet holes, right where I wanted it to be. So I'm really happy about that. I like the way that turned out. I'd play you a little bit of elevator music here, but I don't have a copyright for any of that, and I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. And we make 3 passes around just so we don't break any bits. And finally, we're over the drill press. I've got a staking punch chucked up in the press. The motor's not turning. I'm just using it as a press. And fumble fingers here. We'll get this lined up here in just a second and drive that punch down into that eyelet. And it's just going to spread that eyelet out and lock it into place on the back of the board there so it can't come out. Stake a few of them here, let you see how that goes. Okay, folks, well, there we go. We've got our brand new eyelet strips. We've got one for the main chassis, one for the preamp chassis over there. We've got our little Groundhog One logo there. I think the customer's really going to like that, my buddy that brought this to me. Much more to come. This amp is going back into service, folks. Somebody commented and said he hopes to see it back in service. Well, it's coming. It's going to go back in service. So next time around, we're going to have some new resistors, new capacitors in. We're going to get these eyelet strips populated and get them in the amplifier. I'm going to get the chassis all cleaned up, and we're going to put this thing back to use. If you're enjoying the content, folks, think about maybe hit the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel so that you see what's next. There's going to be so much more to come. I appreciate y'all stopping by. I hope you're enjoying this. Until next time, I'm the Henchman Mechanic. Thank you so much for coming by.